It is 3:07 a.m. The city hasn't slept in 9 days. Millions of people are sitting upright in the dark, their minds completely alert, waiting for a tiredness that refuses to arrive. Medical technology registers perfectly normal vitals. Heart rates are steady, and brain activity is optimal. The machine suggests nothing is wrong, leaving the world's doctors staring at a biological anomaly they cannot name. What if humanity permanently outgrew the need to sleep? At first, the world greets the change as the greatest productivity miracle in history. Global output doubles. The supply chain never stops moving. The math is staggering. Every single person on Earth suddenly inherits an extra 8 hours. Every day, forever. People use this windfall to chase the creative lives they previously postponed. Novels that sat in drawers for a decade are finished in a month. Home studios stay lit until dawn as the world's hobbyists become its masters. The concept of a curfew vanishes. Night markets thrive at 4 a.m. And neighbors gather on rooftops under the starlight, socializing with a communal energy that never flagged. Humanity is convinced it has finally out-engineered its own biological limitations. By the second month, the miracle begins to feel like a sentence. Night has been replaced by a world of unrelenting light, where every street and every window stays permanently, hauntingly bright. Deeply ingrained domestic rituals are the first to erode. The bedtime story, a practice as old as language, has nowhere left to go. Parents stand in the doorways of rooms where children no longer close their eyes, searching for something to say now that good night has lost its meaning. Outside, the corporate world hums with a chilling, flattened efficiency. At 4 a.m., the offices are as full as they are at noon, filled with people performing tasks in a day that never ends. The psychological weight of constant consciousness proves far more taxing than any physical fatigue. Then, the world notices a strange internal silence. Physical rest is gone, and so is the subconscious. Not one person, anywhere, has experienced a dream in weeks. The very memory of what it felt like to dream is fading from the species, leaving behind a heavy internal silence that humanity was never meant to carry. Humanity miscalculated. In trading away physical rest, they unwittingly abandoned the only biological mechanism capable of processing the human experience. The physical structures of the old world quietly collapse. Mattress factories fall silent, their products suddenly as obsolete as a stagecoach. Sleep clinics are cleared out, their specialized equipment donated to museums to document a lost biological era. Lullabies, nightlights, and pillows have no reason to exist. An entire economy of comfort has evaporated. Society viewed sleep as a biological tax, a period of downtime they were forced to pay. They missed its actual utility. Sleep was a daily departure from the burden of the self. Now, every human being is permanently stranded within their own consciousness. A generation is growing up with thousands of extra waking hours, but they will never know the weight of a subconscious. The older generation sits on benches, under harsh 3 o'clock. A.M. Floodlights. Watching these children play, they are burdened by the knowledge of exactly what the children are missing. They watch the play continue, hour after hour, without end. This is the final tragedy. You cannot mourn a release you never knew was possible. It is 3:07 a.m. looking at the city skyline. Everything appears exactly as it did before. The lights are all on. The streets are still full. Productivity remains at its peak. The triumph of infinite time has become a prison of constant awareness. Nothing on the screen has changed. Only our understanding of the cost has. What would you do with 8 extra hours?